Hey guys, welcome back to the Tukes and Tires YouTube channel. I'm Zach, and this week we're installing this massive mini crane in the back of my dad's 87 Silverado. So come along for the ride. This thing's pretty sweet.
Hey, is that Timmy's?
Yeah, because we're in Canada, eh?
Alright guys, well you already heard I bought this pretty sweet thing for my truck that I call Gramps, so... Okay, you might be saying, well this isn't the truck that is supposed to be going into, but at this moment I was pretty innocent and didn't know that it wasn't going to work out, so we'll figure it out soon enough. We're going to check it out, we're going to get the truck in the barn, but give you a sneak peek of the box. I bought this at Princess Auto, so shout out to Princess Auto. It's this mini truck crane that can lift 2,000 pounds. So we're gonna see if I can make it fit in the back of this truck, because I use this a lot for going and picking up stuff, so it'd be pretty great if I could, you know, pick up an engine or something. I plan on putting air shocks in the back so that it can handle the weight, but we're gonna pull this into the barn and mock it up and see what it looks like. Okay, so we got the truck in the barn, so now we gotta open up these goodies. So it came with 2 boxes, so I'm assuming this is going to be the hand winch. Obviously it says that on the package. So cut into these things, see what it looks like. I don't know if I'm gonna have to modify this yet, because obviously you can see this is on a stand. So I might have to cut the stand down. I don't know how tall the physical crane is. I bought this with just like a whim, so I thought it looked pretty cool. And it was on sale, so. Holy shoot! This is massive. Oh god. Guys, this isn't gonna fit. This is disappointing. What am I gonna do now? Like, look how big the base is on this thing. This thing's massive. Oh no, oh no. This thing looks ginormous. Okay. Cool. Looks pretty sweet. Like, look how massive this thing is. This is sick. Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Well, here goes my plans. Anyways, I'll pull everything out and I'm gonna stick it together and then we're gonna go from there. But my plans might be ruined. Well, this thing is massive, and it's not the first time I've heard that. But I don't think this is going to fit in the back of Gramps. I mean, I'm pretty disappointed. Not with this. This thing is awesome. This thing is very well built. Everything functions like it should. I just have everything tightened loosely right now. But we're going to go with Plan B, and we're going to install it in the back of my dad's 87 Silverado. So, I mean, it should be a better fit for that. So we'll get this thing out of the barn here and we'll pull that thing up and, yeah, start mocking it up. This thing is sick, though. I would totally recommend buying one of these. They're awesome. And I got leftover washers and lock washers because, you know, no project would be complete without extra parts, right? Okay guys, well I got the truck pulled in and I got it loaded up in there. That thing is like super heavy once you put it together, so I wouldn't recommend doing this a whole bunch of times. Guaranteed next time when I go to take it out, I'm going to use the crane we have in the shop here because this thing is massive, but looking pretty sick. I think to use it we'll have to take the tailgate off, but I mean on a truck like this isn't an issue. So basically now I need just to find out where the best spot is to put it. I'm thinking kind of right where I have it. If I climb up in here and not shake the truck too much so it doesn't fall over, but you can see this is it collapsed, and then should be able to crank her up here just a little bit. Alright. So you can see, like, so now if we had like an engine on this, I can go out even farther. I have a farther hole I can go out to, but right now I just have it in that one. Gets me about 12 inches past, so that should give me plenty past the bumper once the tailgate is off. And then obviously then you'd be able to swing it in. I think this little handle here I'll probably take off. I might never use it, or I'm just gonna zip tie it to that, but keep it all in one place. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. You should still be able to, even once you were out an extra foot, swing into the bed. So I might even be able to go over closer to the side, depending on where this lets me. I also got to get the okay from the big boss man to make sure it's okay where it's placed in the back of his truck. I'm going to mark some holes, and then we'll get you showing you guys me making up the plate. And I'm also going to make a brace that goes to the frame, just because this thing is super massive. And I would put it in the back of Gramps if I ever took the cap off, but I mean, I'm not doing that because that just looks silly. So we'll mark up some holes and start making a plate, and I'll show you how I do that. But this thing is looking sick. Definitely would recommend. Now don't die. Don't get crushed by a crane. Okay guys, well it got late last night, so this is a new day. So we got the crane just kind of secured, bolted in with 2 bolts for now, so it won't fall over. And that's just into the main support. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bracket that comes off the frame. It's going to L over to catch these bolts in the back. And then I'm going to do an angle brace to stiffen it up. So if I go underneath here, right where, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see the 2 bolts, and then you can see the 1 hole that's drilled there. So my plate's gonna go in between this space here, and then I'm going to drill the frame here so it's like super secured into the back of the frame. So we got this material over here, what I'm gonna be working with. It's about like 1/4 inch steel that I'm gonna make that out of. I got this 2-inch tube that I might make a brace out of. And I got stuff like this laying around that's also 1/4 inch stuff. So I'm going to do some mock-ups with some cardboard. And then I'll show you guys what I figured out. And then we'll start cutting and drilling and welding. So here we go. Okay, so I made up my cardboard template. So basically, this is going to give me a rough idea of what's under there. I had to make this massive hole in there because there's a nut over there for the existing bumper bracket. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I do like some crosshairs here where I want to like drill holes to where it's going to work out for where the bracket on the inside goes and stuff like that. It gives me a fold line. I think I'm going to cut this down so it's not as wide. And then you can see I had some tape on it just to hold it in there underneath the truck. And I marked where my holes go here, so I know I can take off a little bit on this side just to get us, so it fits in there a little easier. I don't need it as wide. So I'm going to start making that up. And then also this gives me a perfect idea, so I should be able to hold it 90 like the way it was. And I can kind of eye up if I want to do a tube like this, or if I'm just going to run just a flat piece in there just to gusset it. We'll see yet. I might just end up just running a flat piece in there just to gusset it, just to give it some strength. But I kind of want to go overkill because, you know, build everything overkill and it's not going to break. So I'll probably cut out these pieces that I need and then we'll see what happens. Okay, well, you can see we went from this cardboard template to, I don't know, it might be hard to see. There we go. We got the metal up in there. I got it all drilled in the frame here, and I got it drilled and bolted just temporarily in there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this tube on an angle, and I'm gonna try to go from here over, and then I might do just a small little brace beside these bolts here. So I'll be able to get all my bolts in, but then it should be pretty sturdy. So I'm gonna make that up, and then I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys me welding this. Maybe. It's kind of hard angle, it's kind of tight, so I might just weld it up and show you the what I got afterwards. But I'm gonna cut this piece to fit in there, and then you'll see what we got going on here. It's turning out pretty sweet. So then we're gonna see how sturdy the crane is up top. So I mean, it should be not too bad. So we're getting her done. All right, guys, I'm sorry that I didn't show me welding this, but it was just too complicated. And by the time I got to welding it, it was easier for me to weld it up and paint it. So this is what it looks like, just a nice little angle bracket, and we get a little triangle action here with that. So I feel like that should be pretty sturdy. It's also mounted into the back rail of the truck, so I don't think we should get much flex, but we're gonna get this thing bolted in, and then we're gonna try out the crane, see how it goes. I mean, this thing is sick, so I'm real excited to try it. Okay, well, it's a little dark, but you can see that I got my bracket bolted in there. And then you can see over here, I made up some like really massive washers to go into this back rail. We put a new one into this truck, so it's brand new, so it should be fine. But yeah, I got that mounted in there. So now I'm going to clean up my tools, turn the truck around, and we can see how it works. It's gonna be sweet. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to be trying out the crane. I'm just going to, let me just wheel over an engine here. This might not be the biggest engine, but for demonstration purposes, and it's got a chain on it already, so I don't have to do anything. Okay, so we would be, maybe, should we try without opening the tailgate? Real life situation here. Well, I got her locked up. Hook the safety chain on her just in case. You should be able to open the tailgate now. And hold on, we don't got the lock released. Look at that. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Look at that. That's sick. So now anytime we go somewhere and we want to go pick up an engine or something, we don't have to rely on somebody that they have a cherry picker or whatever. We can go there, pick it up ourselves, and we don't have to worry about it. Go home, or if we say you're going to a swap meet and you buy something at a swap meet, You can throw this in the back of the truck with you, and then you can go pick it up. So, but that's pretty sweet. We'll get a closer look at it for you guys, so you guys can see how it looks. So you can see the crane itself has like a taper roller bearing here, and it's got a spot where you can grease it, and it's got a lock, so you can lock this up so the boom doesn't swing. And then it's got a winch on it for winching up. Obviously your standard jack on there, and it's got two means of hooks on there. So we kind of use the other one as a safety just in case, so that the motor, if it for any reason that the cable did fall, that it would, wouldn't go down all the way. And this is aluminum block, so that was a little easier to lift up there, and it was a motorcycle engine. But I'm sure with a LS engine or something like that, it wouldn't be too bad. So, I mean, that's looking pretty sick. What do you think, Dad? Looks cool?
Yep.
You like it? Okay. Alright, guys, well, I think that's going to do it for now. Again, we bought this at Princess Auto. It's pretty sweet, so shout out to those guys that they supply this kind of thing. It's pretty cool. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. We'll catch you next time, and don't forget to salute the beaver.